Until started first as a post-production studio about 9 years ago, and I think 4 years down the line, I decided to kick off the animation department. Early this year, we eventually got the go to start working on an animated TV series. But because I always encourage my animators and every key member of staff to take on a project, you know, for the year, personal project, and work on. And then they decided that they were going to do this particular one, Plaything.
We came up with the idea to actually do a boy whose toys came to life.
Something that could appeal to individuals, people watching it out there, and we ourselves, because when we were much younger, there were less tablets and more of toys.
Plaything for me is just the realization of my dream as a child.
I was pretty excited when they told me they had an idea for a short. In my field, all I have to do is create the world, design the characters, and the environment in which they live in.
I was in the middle of a movie I was scoring, then Eric called me out of the blue and he told me that he had this animation he was working on and he wanted me to give it some music. I've known him a long time, so I knew that anything he was doing, I was definitely going to be a part of it.
I thought the idea was fantastic. I mean, I have a son, who is always distracted, with tablets and mobile phones, but deep down I know he's very imaginative when he's left with nothing but his toys. And when they pitched the idea to me, I thought this would make for some really fun animation, and more importantly, it would help us show the world what we're really capable of as a studio. I mean, we've been like in the shadows for a while, and we felt that this was the time, to show everyone the kind of stuff that is happening in the studio.
I'm a very anime-oriented person, and I just felt like I can't do anything without fighting, so we have to put that in. And we had a little talk about how to go about the fighting and the scale of the project. So we decided, okay, let's mix a bit of the Disney and the anime together, and come up with something that is totally different from, I think, what you've seen out there. So
we had to figure out the personality of the character, and as an animator, you need to put yourself in that personality, you need to put yourself in that character, because we are actors as well. And so every single expression or every single action you see happen, we're all deliberate actions.
Deji, come collect your food before it gets ready.
This is the first time I'm actually working with another awesome animator like myself on a project. We're coming from two different software backgrounds, but we had to find a pipeline for ourselves, create one for ourselves.
I have worked with Ari for a very long time, so it was easy working with him. The major challenge we had was deciding the colors. I felt, it could be a lot more powerful if we had contrasting colors like this. So we chose red and blue.
Every time we did feel like, are we sure we could do this? Are we sure we could do this? We asked ourselves that question a lot.
The passion and the drive of wanting to start something and finish it was just too strong. So we kept on pushing until we figured out something nice.
I enjoyed the animation, the character development, the way they were able to put all their energy into bringing these characters to life.
I'm going to slow it down?
Yes, slow down.
So I mean, I'm just going to see the pencil.
Yes. Let us put the made in Nigeria here to not show.
I don't understand.
Like when the person comes, like, just slows down and you see made in Nigeria on it. And then there's the one where when the guy is like
Animation is something that can be done, and it's not something that is too far-fetched.
It's a lot of things happening in the studio. We have an editing department, we have music, sound effects, visual effects, and all that. And we're hoping that, in a couple of years down the line, we will have a lot of stuff, out there for people. We'll have a TV series, we would have a feature film. And we've done very well with Nollywood as an industry, making live action films for family and everyone. And now we've even gone further in cinema, but very few people have been able to try animation. And because animation is so universal, a lovely animation piece will cut across any language, any tribe, any barrier. It's a market that we're excited about exploring.
We are trying to pass a message across to fellow animators out there, fellow 3D artists out there, that the more we work together, the better results we get. I feel we as artists should have more of that kind of spirit. To drop your ego out there, it doesn't help your career in any way. It doesn't make, people don't want to work with you when you have that ego, and we don't have that with ourselves. So it's really, really awesome working with him.
This is just the beginning phase of what we hope to do in the future.
We actually want this animation to make a huge statement, in the Nigerian animation community and, in the general Nigerian entertainment community. There is a huge market here. There is something we can do. The human capacity is available now. It's just the financial bit that we need to get and figure out. This is a gold mine that, if we're ready to dig deep, can become something. So I'm excited. I'm very excited.
Stay awesome. And don't let nobody tell